Let's start! This is a 3-round fight for Bellator featherweight title. And now, introducing the fighters. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man holding a professional record of 5 wins, 3 losses and 1 draw. Standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Italy, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Ciro Ruotolo. Fighting out of the red corner, this man holding a professional record of 4 wins, no loss, and 1 draw. Standing 5 feet 70 inches tall, weighing in at 143 pounds. Fighting out of Italy, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Federico Mini. The referee in charge, Neil Hall.
All right, so Ciro Ruotolo in the brown and gold, Federico Mini in the black.
As billed, this is a title fight, but this will not be 5 rounds. This will only be 3.
Yeah, I didn't.
Again, we're the only ones speaking English around here. I thought only the main event was a title fight.
Yeah, I did as well.
But the announcer did say there was a 2,000-pound fight earlier, so
who knows?
I don't know if we can trust him.
But in the meantime,
I'll clarify.
We got Ruotolo and Mini mixing it up. Ruotolo, the southpaw, gets caught with the straight right by Mini, right down the middle. That's the most effective strike when competing against a guy in the opposite stance. You want to throw the straight punch. Oh, Ruotolo looks for a takedown, gets shut down, and now he's on his back.
I was able to clarify. It is a title fight. It's the final of a Italian tournament here. So there is a title on the line, and that's why it's only 3 rounds.
And ooh, Mini with a nice little judo hip bump. Stepped in between the legs, pulled him over his hips. And ultimately, it was Ruotolo that was looking for the takedown from the get-go, and Mini shut him down and put him on his back.
An extra mouthpiece in there? That was a bizarre moment. He tossed something out of the cage.
A lot of weird stuff going on in this fight between the title fights.
We should have kept going. We should have had an intermission, man. Oh, look at this.
Looking for the armbar, slams his way out of it. Mini runs away, resets, and we are back on the feet in this title fight for Venator FC 3.
Ruotolo in that southpaw stance.
Now, Mini had great success with the straight right hand, and as you can see, he's walking to the left, walking outside of Ruotolo's lead leg. That is very textbook footwork when you're competing against a guy in the left-handed stance. So he's looking to walk outside, cut Ruotolo off, and shorten the distance to land that straight right hand. And Ruotolo looks to time that kick and get a takedown as he pressures Mini up against the fence.
Ruotolo work on the outside trip there. Got it. Mini almost able to sweep over to the top. Mini on his back. Got the left leg cross there to prevent the pass.
You know, the way that Mini defends the takedowns and the way he got the takedown earlier in the round by stepping through with his leg, and even just seeing the way he tried to counter Ruotolo's takedown attempt, I would bet that he has some experience training in judo.
Oh, look at the step over the armbar there. Can he separate the arms? This is in trouble.
Ruotolo's bridging. He's got it. Will he roll out?
Tense moments here, trying to keep the arms clasped, and wow, was able to spin through. Great stuff by Mini. Mini was in trouble there for a moment.
Ruotolo with his second armbar attempt. You can tell that's definitely his go-to submission. Really got the angle very quick. Blink of an eye. Good armbar attack.
Yeah, all 3 of those submission wins again did come by armbar. He's showing why early on.
Both guys changing stances for a brief moment.
Ruotolo again holding the center of the cage. Mini circling on the outside.
Switching to the right-handed stance, and interesting, Ruotolo switches to southpaw. Very interesting.
Oh, uppercut as he shoots in, and a knee there as well. Nice timing by Mini. A little less than 2 minutes left in this opening round. 3 rounds. There is a title on the line. This is the final of the featherweight tournament.
Where both these guys need to be careful is when you change stances, you want to do when you're outside the guy's range, because there's a brief second where you are standing square, and that's a good time to throw a good punch and put a guy on his buzz when he's standing with his hips square to you.
Nice knees inside there again. Very evenly matched so far.
Ruotolo looking to get the angle with his hips as he's stepping across the outside and lacing Mini's legs. He's trying to get that hip angle, and once he can bump him in and pull him over his knee. Takedown I like to use a lot, as you can see if you ever watch me compete. I'm always looking for those tricky little outside trips.
Ruotolo pushing in from the outside, Mini defending against the cage. Referee Neil Hall calls for action.
Very persistent with those outside trips. And Mini answers one of his own off the fence. Very interesting. You rarely see a guy, when his back is against the fence, score a takedown off his own. You know, good job on Mini by using that defensive position to launch an offense of his own.
I think referee Neil Hall gave a warning for Ciro Ruotolo to watch the back of the head. As soon as the warning was done, he hit it again. So I think Neil Hall might be taking a point right here.
Guys, 1 point deduction.
He
Definitely
does.
take 1 point. I mean, he made it very clear. He warned him. He said, watch the back of the head. And as soon as they had a restart, he hit him again right in the back of the head. He really gave Neil Hall very little choice, to be honest with you.
You know, and it's an unfortunate thing, too, because he did it from a bad position, and now he's going to lose this round 10-8, as he has been on his back for a better portion of this round.
Very true. 45 seconds left in this opening round. They restart it. Federico Mini on top, and you're right, that can be very costly early. I mean, at that point, you're almost playing for a draw.
You know, and I can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get the collar tie and punch around the head and bat him on the other side of his ear, but he doesn't got arms for that, and unfortunately, it cost him a point.
But, oh, the big knee inside there from Federico Mini. A right hand as well.
Nice short right. Ruotolo stubborn for the takedown, trying to win a point back this round. It might be too little too late. He might be looking at losing a 10-8 round in this first
Side
round.
control right here from Ruotolo.
Looking to step over for that arm bar again. You can see how he's hooking the arm, picking the arm up. He's looking to step around the head. Now he's achieved mount.
Does finish the round in mount, Mike, but too little too late. You got to think it was a 10-9 loss, and then you take the point as well.
Yeah, you know, it was definitely a close round competition-wise. Both guys had some takedowns. Ruotolo had a couple submission attempts. But, you know, either way, he lost the round, and he's going to be playing comeback. You know, best case scenario, he only lost the round 10-9, but he's got 2 to make it up. But, I mean, we'll see.
We watch some of the action. Nice right hand there. Mini really hasn't had a lot of sustained offense, but he's been able to score in spots.
Yeah, and very unorthodox, too. As you can see with that outside strip while his back was against the fence. You know, he kind of has some unconventional attacks, but nonetheless, they are very effective.
What kind of changes would you make there if you're Ruotolo? I mean, he had the 2 armbar attempts there, but, you know, neither one of them. One was fairly close, the other not so much. But, I mean, do you keep going back to that money move, or do you feel like he's got to make some adjustments?
You know, if I was in Ruotolo's corner, I'd be telling him, you know, you got to play catch up. You know, you're going for that armbar, and while it's a great attack, you're also losing position. So I would tell him you need to focus on winning these rounds. Don't worry about being exciting. You might have to be a little boring and take this guy down and grind him out.
All right, Ciro Ruotolo in the brown and gold. Federico Mini in the black. We think Mini took that open round, plus got the extra point after the deduction. Featherweight tournament title on the line. Ruotolo again in the center.
Both guys pretty flat-footed, kind of plodding around. Mini's really showing that right kick, kind of flicking it at him, showing it to him. Maybe looking to throw a Superman punch, you know, fake the kick, leap in with that Superman.
Boy, it's like he knows Ruotolo's coming in with that shot, so he's trying to time that uppercut, time that knee, see what he can get. Nice sprawl there. Yeah,
and it's very effective, too, because while he throws the uppercut, it's automatically got his hips down for him to throw that uppercut and immediately go into defending a takedown as Ruotolo crashes the distance, just like he did there and scored a takedown.
All right, Ruotolo on top here. This is where he wants the fight to be. He's working from his opponent's guard, throwing punches.
And if I was in Ruotolo's corner, this is exactly what I'd be telling him to do. Take this guy down and beat him up this round. You got to play catch up.
Meany gets the right leg on the shoulder, but Ruotolo slides out easily and moves into side control.
All right, great pass, looking to isolate that arm, possibly going back to that arm bar. Needs to be careful here. He's kind of throwing that right elbow, and Meany's got his head off the mat, and that elbow will directly hit him right on the back of the head, below his ear, and could cost him another point.
Meany able to scramble to full guard there. Did a good job of isolating the arm briefly and then trapping the arm and then recovering the guard.
Meany's got a butterfly hook. I'd like to see him use that. You know, he's got a foot on the hip with the butterfly. He's really not using it. He needs to engage his hips. He needs to elevate Ruotolo off the mat, get the sweep, or get to his feet. He's just kind of sitting there in no man's land with it, not really doing anything.
For Neil Hall did call for action there briefly, as you said, as they were kind of in that position where both were just kind of comfortable to hang out there for a moment.
Meany with a slight tactical mistake bailed. He has his right foot in butterfly position with the left foot on the hip, and he just for some odd reason let go of the butterfly to get into half guard, somewhat of a lockdown, kind of put himself in a bad position.
Come on, guys, let's go. Work.
Neil Hall again calling for action.
Meany with another pass. Ooh, might be looking for a north-south choke. The way he's got his arm underneath his head, left arm underneath his head. Yep. Oh, he's looking for it.
There.
Some sort of front choke here.
Instead, Meany's able to get back to his feet and pull away. All right, we restart on the feet. A little more than halfway gone in the second round. Good stuff there from Ruotolo. Shoots in again. Meany able to stand him up.
Ruotolo's looking a little bit fatigued. That last shot didn't quite have as much zip on it as his ones earlier in the fight. And Meany catches him with that head kick, and he's done. Wow. What a finish.
Wow. Spectacular finish, just as you said it. The hands were coming down, the mouth was wide open, he was tired, and Meany just unleashes a high kick over the top. Spun around, didn't even know that his opponent had basically wobbled to the canvas.
Yeah, and that just shows how much zip he had on that kick, because not only did he connect, but he kicked through his head and spun back around into his stance, and for him to turn around and see Meany stagger down. What a feeling. And in the words of the all-time famous voice, good night, Irene.
That was great. Here it is, Meany on the outside with a high kick just over the top.
What a great setup, too. You know, you're going against a guy in the opposite stance. You see how he jabbed, threw a left jab and stepped outside of his lead foot and then threw the kick. Textbook way to throw the right kick, going against the southpaw. Jab, step outside the leg, throw the head kick. Done
Perfect.
deal.
Just glancing over the top to the temple. Beautiful finish.
Great fight by both men. A lot of positional exchanges, and
yeah, Ruotolo, as you said, was getting tired, but he had some great transitions on the ground there. Made it a lot of fun, but was just getting exhausted, and Meany was able to capitalize on that with that high kick. Spectacular finish. Man, we've had a lot of great finishes tonight.
Yeah, we really have. Let's take it to the referee to make it official.
And to hand out the bell.
The referee has called the stoppage at 2 minutes and 58 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner by KO, Federico
Federico Meany remains undefeated with the highlight reel finish, and he is now the Venator featherweight champion. Stay tuned, we've got 2 more national fights left before we get to that loaded international card.
Allora, Federico, sei di Venator, categoria featherweight. Come ci si sente? È figo. A chi ti dedichi? A tutti quelli che mi hanno supportato sicuramente, sono stati con me, mi hanno dato una mano, si sono fatti 4 per non farmi mancare niente, a chi mi ha sponsorizzato per andare ad allenarmi all'estero, al mio maestro di preparazione atletica, Antonio Sacito, come qui stasera, al maestro Roberto Macrelli all'Accademia di Arti Marziali, a Ruggero dell'Aquila, che mi ha supportato, e al maestro Gianluca Boni, del Rio Grappling, al quale appartengo, e a tutti i ragazzi che mi hanno supportato. Grazie. Yeah. Grande Fede. Con voi, Gianlu! Dai, facciamo. Chi ce fa? No, vabbè, dai, facciamo un selfie o no? Dai, ce lo facciamo. Facciamo così, guarda, quello che viene, vaffanculo. Vai, Fede!